didn't expand upon that, no. She usually is the type to tell me everything, but not so much lately, of course.
Okay. Yes, we're looking for clues at the moment in changes in her behaviour, and when she's having these episodes, we're thinking that's the outside influence on her. So it could be that she might reveal more to you when she's not having one of these episodes. Perhaps you could gently bring up the topic, not interrogate her, but ask her some questions about the ball when she's in a joyous mood, and see if she says anything that sticks in your mind that you could tell us if it seems unusual.
Well, I can certainly try, but I suspect that she'll be talking more about the upcoming ball than the previous one if I bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could tell her about... you could go and visit her and look at the jewelry.
I certainly can, yes.
And
See if there's anything new in there. So far we learned about a silver wing with a blue stone and a pearl earring that she may not have had before.
Oh, I did see the ring. I assumed her father gave it to her. Did he not?
No,
No,
it
he
wasn't.
And I take it wasn't you.
No. I did not give her any earrings either.
What about flowers? Did you send her any flowers? Orchids, specifically.
No, not orchids. I sent her roses about a week ago, actually the day after the ball.
Okay.
But flowers are, as you can probably guess, not exactly the cheapest thing to purchase here.
Yeah. I've noticed this theme about all this stuff that she's been getting is not cheap.
A question to the party. Did we ask him if he knew this guy that she was caught meeting with?
Well, she wasn't caught, but yeah. Well, ask her, do you know anybody that she had tea with when she was out shopping, whatever day that was?
Only her friends. Those are the only ones
Okay.
that I know of.
we happen to know that she actually set aside from her friends with somebody else.
Well, no, it wasn't. She was with her friends when she met him. There. It wasn't separate from her friends. I remember that much.
Yeah, that's correct. They ate together. Or they had tea together.
And then after the fact, she was her normal self. So I wonder. Anyways.
Did you know about this other person? Do you know who this person is?
No, I mean, but
Her
you've only
friends-
told me that she met with a man.
Yeah, we don't know any. The maid didn't know much about him, so we don't know much. Well, we'll have to talk to her friends. They might know more.
You've got the names, and Taisuke can introduce you if you want to do that, or if you want to talk to Homoko.
Yeah. I think we should just avoid talking to Homoko for now, because I don't think talking to her will help that much.
Really?
Unless it,
I agree with.
because
I
she's
have to agree as well.
Yeah, I agree.
Fair enough. We might not meet until next week then.
Yeah, probably.
Well, the Nobon kind of gave you a. Well, he wants this resolved by the wedding, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
5
Yeah,
days.
I think what he meant by next week is we won't get to
Next
her
game.
next session.
Ah, okay. That may be the case.
Yeah, so let's go talk to her friends.
Okay. So Taisuke takes you to another house of a merchant, similar kind of merchant as Mashta, but this man is a bit older. He's definitely overweight. Taisuke, in a language you guys don't recognize, they discuss it, and he tells you afterwards that he was telling the merchant, who you were, why you were there, and that you wanted to speak with his daughter about her friend Homiko. And after Taisuke's said all this, the merchant kind of gives a dismissive wave, and Taisuke turns back to you and says, "Yeah, he said you could talk to her, his daughter. He seemed completely uninterested in what's going on or anything about her. So, not one of the people around here don't like him too much."
Okay.
But you are taken into a room. It's very much, the house is kind of a similar layout to the one that Mashta has.
I hate my internet. God damn.
It's just not your day, is it?
I woke up at like 10 a.m. and it wasn't working, and and now it's working kind of. We're disconnected for like 10 minutes there. I don't get it.
All right. Well, the party's going to meet with one of Homiko's friends. This woman is named Nozori. She is, while you haven't met Homiko, you know her rough age. You guess that Nozori is maybe a year or two older. She's pretty. Dressed nicely, and you sit down. She bows to you when she enters and sits down and says, "I understand from Father that you wish to talk about my friend Homiko?"
Yes. Have you noticed her acting strange lately?
Oh, yes, it is. To be honest, it's what the rest of us have been talking about almost exclusively for the last week. It's very strange. She and Jundo got along so well, and all of a sudden, she complains about him all the time.
Do you have any theory about why that might be?
Well, I think it's a spirit. I think she's been cursed. Now, Yushiko thinks that they had a fight.
Here's a... Okay. I want to know, did she meet anybody new at the ball?
Well, there were quite a few young men, some of whom I certainly took a fancy to. I was a little bit busy. There was all kinds of young men around us at the time. Some of them were new, certainly. I don't know if she's met them before, though.
Have you noticed her interacting with anybody lately that you haven't recognized?
No, I can't say that. Can't say that I have.
You guys went. Her maid said that she had tea with you, with somebody that she didn't recognize. Who was that? The other day.
No, her maid must be mistaken. We had tea together, just the three of us. Homiko, myself, and Yushiko.
Are you certain?
Oh, yes. I think I would remember if someone else had tea with us.
Does Missouri look different when she answers that question? Does she sort of look evasive?
Nope.
I don't think you don't have like a detect lie or anything like that. Anybody? No. Okay.
Ockar
No.
can detect evil, can't he?
Yeah,
It's
but that's
his own evil intent.
yeah. Only evil intent.
So if she didn't know anybody,
When you
who put the flowers into her room?
Well,
And
it
who gave
wasn't-
her jewelry as a present? I'm sure you know about that because she wore it.
I don't know anything about the flowers. What type of jewelry are you talking about?
silver ring with a blue stone in it.
Yes, I do remember her wearing that. None of us asked about it, I don't believe, which is strange. I mean, we certainly would want to know where she got a ring like that. It was quite pretty.
So you
Have we been
noticed the
told
ring.
we're- Sorry.
So you noticed the ring, but you didn't ask about it, and you noticed that it was new, correct?
Yes.
That's strange. Do you feel like there was something preventing you from asking about the ring? Or do you just not remember?
Yeah, that's actually a good question, a good thing from Asher. Let's take turns. Go with you, G-Man, since you're asking this right now. No, we just didn't ask.
And you find that strange about yourself?
It is, yes.
So
And you sure you didn't have tea with anybody else?
Oh, I think I would remember.
Weird.
so could it be
Well,
that you just
hold on a second. Do you have any other questions, Yeldan?
I'm thinking, what about the a couple evenings after that when you went, actually, better question. Did you, before you had tea, did she seem like, her usual complaining, the new complaining version of herself, or her normal self? Before the tea?
Before the afternoon tea, she was definitely not her usual self. She was complaining about the clothes that she was wearing. She was complaining about the people that we were encountering on the street. She complained vociferously about Etsuki.
After the tea, did she seem like her normal self?
Now that you mention it, yes, she did.
And you don't remember a guy there that Eski did. I feel like there's some sort of magic going on here.
All right. Well, if you come up with any other questions, you can ask her afterwards. Leva, you had some questions?
Well, you've been prevented from noticing the ring too much and asking questions about it. Could it be that you've been prevented from noticing a man sitting with you and Umiko?
I don't see how.
I would think if someone else clearly saw you and a man and Umiko and drinking tea and knowing about the jewelry, and at least you of the three of them don't remember a man, and maybe the others don't either, don't you think something strange is going on?
Well, I mean, it's strange that we wouldn't have asked about the ring, but I may have been distracted by the goings-on. She does have a wedding coming up, and I don't remember anyone at tea with us. I would say that the other person is probably lying in such a case.
I'll ask Lafdul about this. Is there any way to, if there's a memory block of some kind about someone specific, is there any way to remove that?
Yes, not that I have access to that, I think. I
Well, you can discuss that like afterwards.
There's
Okay.
like disbelief, and that's like a 6th level spell that does that.
Leva, do you have any other questions?
Nope, not
Alright.
at the moment.
Anyone else?
No, but Braxon bows and thanks her for her time. Says, we may wish to come back and speak to you some other time. As you're a close friend of hers, you may pick up on some clues that could be vital in us detecting this spirit and eliminating it.
Yeah. If I can help in any way, I would be more than happy to do so. We're quite worried about what's going on with Homiko.
Well, if you notice anything unusual, any new people hanging around, if you could try to recall what they look like.
Okay.
I'm thinking we should go and question Homiko. Since I can't think of who else we can actually question.
Her other friend?
I'd like to question Etsuke again, because she was the one who saw Homiko with the man and the friends.
Yep,
Okay.
the friends don't remember.
We have two. What do you call it? 2 reports here that contradict each other.
Would you like to talk to the other friend first before you go back to the servant?
That I don't care. Yes.
Well, that's 2 different answers.
No, it isn't. I don't care in which order we do it.
Okay.
I'm still of the opinion that we should talk to all others first before we actually talk to Homiko. Homiko.
Okay.
Anyone else disagree, or is that fine with everyone else?
Yep.
I think the other friend should be first before we re-talk to the servant.
Okay. James, I believe, is not quite of that opinion. He said he'd like to go and talk to Homiko as
Oh, if I'm
soon as
outvoted,
possible.
I'm outvoted.
Well, we're going to have to talk to them all eventually. If we just motor on, we'll get through people faster.
Yeah, he said
Okay.
he was outvoted, so and he's fine with that. He
Yeah.
said.
Okay.
Okay, so you make your way to, well, Taisuke takes you to the dwelling of a rather well-off shopkeeper here on Brawl in Shoutown. The shopkeeper sells, actually, you know, it's the shop that Jundo bought the comb from. So, but you're taken to the shop. Taisuke does the same introduction routine, and the shopkeeper, he's kind of a short man, thin. He seems to be quite interested in what's going on, and you can see that he clearly answers in the affirmative on letting you guys talk to his daughter. And you actually go up to the second floor above the shop and meet with Yushiko. She is, you'd guess, younger than Homiko. Again, also pretty. She has brown hair, dark eyes, and she greets you with a bow and motions you to sit down in another kind of a reception room of their house. Yes, Taisuke here said that you wish to talk about what's going on with dear Homiko?
Indeed. First things first, to see if the stories match up. Do you remember the other day when you had tea with Himiko, if there was a man with you guys?
Oh no, there was no man. It was just the three of us. Well, and Etsuki was off at another table.
Okay. She started. Apparently, she started wearing a new silver ring with a blue stone in it. Do you remember seeing it?
Oh yes, it is quite pretty, isn't it?
Did you ask her about it?
No, I didn't.
And that's unusual for you?
Yes, but I mean, what with the wedding coming up and us not knowing exactly what's going to set off Homiko, I may not have asked about it because of everything going on.
Before tea, she was complaining about everything, right?
Yes. She had
And then
much
after
to say about Komoe's breakfast that morning.
And then after the tea, she was her normal self, correct?
Yeah, now that you mention it, she was. It made the afternoon much more pleasant.
I'm pretty sure this mysterious man has something to do with it. You don't remember him. This is getting frustrating. She didn't meet anybody particularly at the ball, did she?
There were a number of young men. I mean, we danced and chatted and
Was there
ate and drank.
There was no particular one that may have seemed to have quite a bit of money?
Well, there was a young man by the name of Ryuto who I think may have had more of an interest in her than some of the others.
What was his name again?
Ryuto.
How do you spell that?
I'll put it in the chat.
But you don't think anything came of it?
I don't believe I've seen him since.
Can you describe this person for us? I don't need the actual details on him, but...
Yeah, she describes him, he seemed to be in his mid-30s, very handsome, she says, but his clothing was quite fashionable, kind of a mixture of East and West.
Do you recall meeting him before the ball?
I've seen him around Shoutown.
What do you know about him?
I don't know that I know anything about him. He certainly has money, but my brothers are the ones who handle the business around here with my father. I don't even know his family name.
Okay. What about the second evening you went out with Himiko? Was it where she was acting like complaining about everything? Was there a point during that day where she stopped and started acting like her normal self?
I'm sorry, what evening was this? I don't recall going out with her one evening.
There was her maid said you went out. She went out to have dinner with you guys one evening.
You give her the evening that it was, and she says, "No, I was home. We didn't have any plans."
Okay. Do you have any plans in the next couple days? with her?
Yes, we do. Let me actually see. There's another ball at Lord Chanfui's manor in 2 days that I'll be going to, and then after that, the final preparations for the wedding will be. I'll be helping her out, helping Homiko out with, wherever I can.
Does she still sound like there is a wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like the wedding's still gonna go on, but oh boy, yeah.
Yeah, it's only a few days away.
Yeah, that's why I mean, like, we gotta figure this out quick.
What do you think is wrong with her?
I think she and Jundo had a fight, and I think it was a really bad one. I think she's not sure if she wants to go through with it. I don't know
What
why
makes
she
you
would
think
take it out on everyone else. I don't put stock in spirits. I mean, I know Etsuki especially and Nozori think it's spirits have cursed her, but I mean, perhaps there was one of your wizards or Wujen has done something, but I don't think it was a spirit. I don't
Does
put
she
stock
wear-
in those old wives' tales.
Has she been wearing the silver wing with the blue stone a lot more recently? Like, all the time?
Well, I haven't seen her since the day we went out to tea in the afternoon.
That's okay. That's all the questions for me.
All right, anyone else?
I'm a bit puzzled about the second dinner. So, would the other friends and
We didn't ask.
Homiko
Let her finish. Let her finish.
Sorry.
would the other friends and Homiko meet without you? Has that ever happened? Could it happen?
If I was busy, but I wasn't busy the night you mentioned.
Well, would they ask you beforehand?
Yeah.
So something like them meeting without you and without telling you at all would not happen, correct?
Oh, not likely, no.
I just want to remind Leva that we did not ask the other friend about that one.
Yeah, I know. I didn't mention that. I'm asking Yushiko. Okay, that's it.
All right, anyone else?
I'm good for right now.
I'm good.
I think
Yeah.
I want to talk to the father again.
I'd like to talk to Missouri or Missouri or whatever she's
Nozori.
called about
other
the
friend.
second dinner.
Yeah, the other friend, Nozori.
Okay.
Braxon can't think of any questions to ask her, but he says, "Thank you for your time, Ushko. If you could keep an eye out for any significant things that happen while you're with her, it could be possible that you might spot something that's an indication of these spirits that are trying
She
to
rolls her
influence
eyes a
her.
little bit at that.
Yeah.
I will keep my eye out for anything unusual, yes. But I don't think it's spirits.
Could me and Ockar convince her that they do exist?
Well, she'll know
religious.
spirits exist.
You don't know anything about Eastern spirits.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know about Western spirits.
She's
but
not saying magic doesn't exist. She's not saying that the gods don't exist. She's saying that Eastern spirits don't exist.
This spirit could be a creature or something of that ilk.
Well, let's just go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you're essentially outside now.
Yeah. Anyways, so we're going back to the other friend?
Unless anyone disagrees. Okay, that's going to be a no. All right, yeah, you go back to Nizori. And...
Did we give that last person a password phrase?
I think we've been assuming that we have been for everybody.
Yeah, that's
Is
fine.
it okay to do alt?
Yeah, no, it's fine for the household members and for Jundo, but you didn't say anything about her, the friend there.
Okay.
Could we?
Well,
well, I mean, you've left now. And
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
too
you said
late
anything
now.
about the. I mean, well, you can go back.
that seemed weird. Let's just keep going. Let's ask,
All right, so you're
the
back
other
at...
friend.
Well, Leva, you wanted to ask her something specifically?
Yes, I do. I want to ask her about this evening when the second dinner was supposed to happen, and whether there was a second dinner, and who was present at that dinner, if there was one.
She is quite confused when you start bringing the subject up, and she says, no, we had no dinner scheduled. I was here with my family. And I wish there had been a dinner with Homiko and Yushiko. It would have been much better.
You see, we were informed that there had been a dinner with you, with her friends, that she had a dinner with her friends.
And now both of you saying that there wasn't.
Informed by whom?
The maid, because she went out that whatever night. But apparently,
No, actually, we were informed by Otoyo, the nanny, who told us that the one evening after visiting with some friends.
Etsuki would have confirmed that, though.
Yeah, and the maid said the same thing. So and then she came back her normal self again.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if it was just Etsuki, I would say that she's just makes mistakes sometimes. She's not the brightest person. But you said that Otio said this too? That is very strange. She is not one to make such a mistake.
I have a feeling that it's like the man that you thought was like Eski said she saw a man with you guys, but you guys don't remember him. She might not be lying. You just don't remember him.
Oh, I can't believe that I would forget tea with a man and the three of us.
Unless there was magic involved.
She frowns at that, at the idea of that.
Would spirit influence be
influences
could one see spiritual influence or notice or in any way prove it afterwards?
You would need to talk to a Wujen or Shukenja about that.
I'm sorry, to what?
A wizard or a priest about that.
Okay.
Is there one in town right now?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't typically associate with those types. I suppose. Now, this isn't the type of person that I would normally recommend, but they do say there is a woman who knows things about spirits. They kind of say she's crazy, though.
Well, we don't know much about Shou spirits in that way. So maybe it'll help, but maybe it won't.
Would you even agree to be looked at by one of these people?
Well, I
Mm.
don't know if that'd be a good idea right now.
No.
First of all, we need to find out if she's actually crazy and be
I'd
better
still
off.
ask the question. I'm sorry, but I'm still asking the question.
All right.
No, it would not do for me to be seen in her shop.
And if she were to come to you?
I don't think my father would allow that.
Anyways, we'll figure something out later. I think we should go talk to the father again.
Well, let's see if Leva has any more questions before. I mean, like, don't tell her that she's done.
Okay, sorry.
Or anyone else.
Yeah. Was there anything else that you wanted to ask her, Leva?
So if your father was to agree, would you agree as well? I don't want to actually force you into anything, but if you could point us towards this woman, and if this woman insists that she needs to see you, and your father were to agree, would you agree as well?
I can point her to you, but no, I would not want to see her. I do not. I have not heard. Well, I know some people swear by her, but I don't trust that type.
We'd still be rather grateful if you could tell us who it is.
Yes, she has a small shop off the main plaza. She goes by the name Mayo Baba, or at least that's what everyone calls her. I don't know if anyone knows her name.
Sorry, I was laughing at the ridiculously similar to Baba Yaga name.
Well, there's a reason for that. The Baba part basically means old woman.
Yeah, I kind of figured something like that.
Can you put that in the chat? The name?
Sure.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Okay.
Do you want to talk to the father again?
No, I see no reason to.
We can ask him about this name that we picked up. What was it? Where is it? I wrote it down.
Ryuto.
Yeah, Ryoto.
Yep, okay.
All right. Anyone else have any objections or an idea of doing something else?
Maybe there are more questions.
A question, you Ald. Did the nanny see Hamiko go on this dinner thing, or is that just what she was told that they were going to be going to go do?
She saw her leave.
Saw her leave, but she didn't actually see her at the dinner.
Well, no, it was. I mean, it was not at the house. She didn't go with her.
But the servant did.
No.
The maid did not go with her.
I'm talking Ald. The maid did not go with her. Okay, thank you.
All right. All right. If no one has any other questions or objections, you go back to Noblon. It is getting, late now at this point. It's evening, but not like maybe 5-ish kind of thing.
Okay.
They haven't sit down to dinner yet.
Okay.
So you go into his room and he says, "Yes, you had some further questions?"
Do you know anybody by the name of Ryoto?
Hmm. Well, there's a few people that by that name. It's not an uncommon name. Do you know
With
anything more about him?
he has a lot of money at his disposal. Like a lot, apparently. It seems like.
I
Mid-30s, handsome. Was he? Was this also the person that had the description of dressing in like a combination of Eastern and Western attire?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dressed in Eastern and Western attire.
That could be Eguto Ryoto. I have not had any dealings with him. I understand that he does trading speculation and funding, not rather than anything of his own. He does not own ships or warehouses or anything like that. He more is an investor type.
Is he married?
I don't believe so.
Did he approach you with some type of business deals that you weren't interested in?
I don't believe I've ever met him personally.
Okay.
But could it have, since he's an investor, could it have been that you that he felt slighted by something you did?
I suppose it's possible. I've never had any dealings with him, and I can't recall any situations where anyone I've had business with has had business with him. But it's possible. Certainly don't know who all of my business associates do business with.
Okay.
But no, I can't think of any situations where we've had problems.
Is there one of your Shou priests or wizards in town that you know of? Or somebody who might know more about Shou spirits?
Well, I mean, I suppose you could check with the Temple of the Path and the Way. They don't usually have, you know, they're a pretty wide-ranging faith out here in Wild Space, so I'm not sure if they have any of our priests there at this time. Unfortunately, the community is a bit small here, and we haven't attracted too many of those types lately. I don't know of any wizards.
What do you know about Maya? What was it?
Mayobaba.
Yeah.
Well, I have never had any dealings with her, but I don't know that I would trust her. People say that she can cure things with herbal remedies and the like, but she's, you know, a crazy old woman, so everyone else says.
Well, that might be true, but she might. Do you think she might actually know anything about Shou spirits, or
They say she knows a lot about a lot of things. I've never had any dealings with her.
Okay.
You had a
Just
question,
trying
Leva?
to Yeah.
You had a question, Leva?
No.
Okay.
I'm thinking about the next one I wanted to talk to.
I was just thinking, I was just asking because we could really use some more information on Shou. Do you know of any spirits that can erase the present, could hide the presence from other people that are close to them, but not far away, but not onlookers?
Well, the powers of spirits are mysterious. Most of them can take various forms and hide themselves from sight at will. I don't know much about spirits. It's certainly not something that you come across much in business dealings, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. Does your daughter have any meetings with her friends? Do you know if your daughter has any plans to meet with her friends in the next couple of days?
Well, there's the ball in a couple days, and then they will be assisting with the marriage preparations. I don't know if they have anything specific.
Anything before then? No?
I would recommend you talk to Etsky.
Oh, come. Oh, I'm done.
All right. Anyone else have any questions?
No,
not
Braxon
him.
doesn't have any questions.
All right. Well, it's getting late in the day. Nobuon will ask you what you guys want to do.
I would like to talk to Exki one more time, but that's just me.
No, I do too. And I'd like to talk to Jundo.
We might not have time for both.
We might need to. Might need to set up guards. If there's some sort of spirits trying to sneak in and out of this house, we might need to patrol or something. So we should think about that, because we might need some of us to go to bed, so that we can be on guard duty.
I was thinking, since Lafdul's so kind of good at hiding, he could try hiding and keeping an eye on her window. So that seems to be the point of entry.
I need new spells.
Right, well then he'll have to rest, and other people have to push on.
I can volunteer for a night shift.
Thing is you're not. None of us, other than I'm not good at hiding in urban environments.
I'll say to Master Noblone, would there be an area where we can sleep on the premises if we want to be on patrol in your area, protecting the building?
Well, some of you could sleep in the servants' quarters, and some of you could sleep in the forward part of the house where you were meeting with everyone else. We can pull out some futons for you.
That would be fine.
Yeah, I guess.
All right. So, what do you want to do for guard duty?
I take it we're gonna do like shifts, except for Lafdul.
Yeah. Well, we're probably, when we were on the Spelljamming ship and we had shifts, we're probably going to want to do something similar. Apart from no one needs to be a helmsman. We've also got some people on our ship. We might be able to borrow some of them.
The thing is that's not really hiding your presence. I would have preferred something more like what Lafdul, like me, I can somewhat do, but and Lafdul can do is hiding in the shadows, keeping an eye on the window to see if anybody comes and goes.
Mm-hmm.
I get what he meant.
Rather,
I would lose out on the opportunity for a lot of detection spells by doing that.
Yeah,
well, how long would you need to rest for your spells?
8 hours, I think, isn't it?
No.
It depends on how many spells I'm changing. I needed time to think about that. I assumed that we were going to be next session before we did that. So.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
we want to then we can come up with the guard duty next session. That could be the start of the next session.
That way, I know how many spells I need and how long I need to rest.
Well, if you're
Sorry, okay.
Go on.
I was going to say, do we want to question the maid or the fiance first, or before we run out of time? Because we're going to have, I think, from what all the saying, we only have time to question one more person.
Yeah.
We have, well, the what time is it now?
It's evening.
Yeah.
So the inn is full and they're serving dinners, correct?
Not quite yet.
I asked Old.
I'm sorry. The inn is full?
I'm asking whether the inn is full and because they're serving dinners.
The inn that you're staying at, I mean, you've got rooms.
No, the inn with the
In the
fiancé.
restaurant.
That's a restaurant. That's not an inn.
Okay, the restaurant there.
But I mean, you could go there, but if you went and talked to him, then came back, the household will be getting ready for bed. If you talk to Etsky now, then the restaurant will be closed.
We only have time for one.
G-Man, are you slapping something or something like that? Because I'm getting some extra sounds.
Sorry,
It's kind of
that
distracting.
was me. I was fidgeting with something.
Okay.
Give me a moment to think.
I mean, it's about the end of the session, so I mean, if you just have a few questions.
Yeah.
I actually prefer to talk to Jindo because if they really did have a fight, I'd like to know, because I could use that information to talk to the Etsy or whatever her name is.
I would rather talk to her first because she was the one who saw the guy, and she's closer to Himiko in the current times.
All right. Well, we've got two different ideas. Anyone else? Do you want to vote?
I'm easy.
there's
In the
somebody
end,
vote
I'm
for-
easy.
I'd still like to talk to Himiko if that's part of the vote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Braxon would like to meet Himiko. If only to introduce himself to her.
Because we've been talking all around to all these different people, and we haven't actually gotten around to seeing just exactly how the actual person that we're investigating is really like.
All right. Well, that would probably take that might take a bit more time than we have. So,
We could probably save that for next week.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, then we can just say that end the session here.
Yeah.
I mean,
Very
if you
good
only had
point to
one or
end
two
it, so.
questions, we could knock that out with Jindo or Etsky pretty quick. But we've already spent more time talking about it than it would have taken to get the answers. So,
I guess we could separate into two different groups.
No,
But-
we'll run out of game time. Yeah. So if you've got questions for someone, who wants to ask questions to someone that's not Homoko?
I do. I want to ask the maid a few questions.
I
Right.
don't really.
Does anyone want to ask questions to anyone else other than the maid?
Yes, to Jindo, as I said before.
Right. So one of you backs down, or we toss a coin.
I already said I'm easy. I don't care.
So
Let's go
go
talk
with G-Mans then.
Yeah. Get that out of the
Alright.
way, and then we can go with Lever's one to start the next game.
okay.
Okay. I wanted to ask more details about the man she saw and tell her that apparently they didn't seem to know. They don't remember. Her friends don't remember him at all.
She gets a little bit flustered about that, the idea that they don't remember. She says, but they ate with him. They were laughing and joking. How do they not remember? I remember.
It's likely that there's some sort of memory block on him to remember him specifically.
You mean he's a wizard? Isn't that
Maybe.
dangerous?
I don't know. But the other question I had is
Players could do it too.
damn it, now I've forgotten because somebody
Sorry.
it was about yes, the evening that she went out for dinner with her friends. Apparently her friends weren't a part of it. Because
But-
neither of them remember a planned dinner.
But Homoko said she was going out to dinner with them. I got her all ready for it and everything. Why
don't
would she
think
lie to me?
I think it was with this mysterious person that you saw that they don't remember. I have a feeling that whoever he is responsible. Has she mentioned the name Ryotu?
I don't think so. She hasn't exactly been talkative lately, though. It's not a name that I recall. Is this the man that she ate with?
No, I don't know. Her friends mentioned that he took an interest at her at the ball. It's the only thing we got on him.
I don't know that she's mentioned him.
Okay.
Anyone else want to ask her anything?
No.
All right.
But Braxon will thank her for her time, say all polite stuff, etc.
Okay. Well then, I guess we'll call the session here. Next week, we'll get the guard duty set out, and then we can get the you can talk to Jundo the next day. So let me actually make notes of that. That's what we're going to be doing next time.
It's also conveniently timed that we're at the end of the day at the end of the session.
Well, I mean, there's still nighttime.
Yeah, but
yeah, it that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, is because it makes a convenient breakpoint. All right, so Yeldan and Leva get 100 experience points, and everyone else gets 50.
Cool.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I'm just glad I was able to make the session.
50. Don't get any bowing experience.
No.
I don't get any experience for dealing with the horrors of the internet.
Unfortunately, you did not slay those horrors of the internet.
You get a lot of XP
So,
for that.
Yeah. I mean,
And a lot of reputation.
that's a good 30
Well,
hit die creature.
Well, he did. He managed to come online.
I got it working.
Well, but see,
Eventually.
that was more that the horrors of the internet let him, as opposed to him vanquishing the horrors of the internet.
And I would say the horrors of the internet have an infinity hit die. There's no end to them.
Oh, there certainly can be.
Eh.
Still, it's more XP than last time.
That's true. All right.
I'm still so close, but still so far away from the next level.
What
Oh,
level?
it'll come,
What
it'll
level
come.
is that?
Level 4?
Oof. Yeah. Oh, you're not that far behind then, because I'm level 4 right now.
Yeah, he was only a level behind you guys, so.
Well, thanks for the game. I'm still at the I'm completely clueless stage. But I'll stick my brain on this over the coming week. See if I can figure out
Look at
what on
that.
earth I have to do
That
to figure this
session.
out.
I took a lot of notes over this one.
That's good. You were really engaged. That was great.
Yeah.
I missed half the session, barely know what's going on. I got
well,
an idea now. But
yeah. Unfortunately, I that's why
You
I
could
asked
watch-
people to put notes in Discord for you. So
Yeah.
you could-
There's some Discord notes for you,
Yeah.
and when
There's a whole.
when
there's a-
when Ord shuts the session off, there'll be a replay, so you can
Yeah.
sit there listening to us
Yeah.
saying, "Where's James?"
All right. Well, thank you guys for playing, and thanks everyone for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we will see you guys next time.